Hi, everyone. I'm Molly Harris. I'm going to be reading my flash fiction piece. Years later, there will be a class action lawsuit regarding radiation exposure. Um, the moon reaches up to the sun. Frankie sees it in its full glory from its base, how the silver rocks glitter in the light, burning her eyes. She looks down to the harsh blacktop of the parking lot. 2 laps, one up, one down. Frankie and the rest of the sophomore class at Francis Howell Central groan. The steps to the moon are wide, steps and a half, made of a soft gravel that easily comes loose. Most kids have tripped on them once or twice before, Frankie included. She'd stumbled to the bottom, covered in the white gravel powder and blood from her scraped knees and elbows. When she looks down to her white PE shirt now, she can still see the faint blood stains her mother couldn't scrub off. Frankie pulls at them. What are you waiting for? Start running. Frankie pulls her hair into a ponytail. The thin, mouse brown strands pull her face taut, skin scratching up towards the band. She has a scar that reaches from her temple down to the bottom of her chin from an accident when she was little, but she never thought to hide it. She doesn't hide her bruises either, how they litter her long legs. She doesn't remember how she got them after nights of drinking, but she wears them with a sense of pride. Frankie looks at the ground beneath her, and she starts her ascent to the top. The sun beats down on Frankie and her classmates, her gym shorts cling to her legs, shining white in the light from the sweat, bruises shining like pools of gasoline. Her cads, grass-stained and dusty, slip on gravel, and Frankie grabs the rail for support. She looks out across the surface of the rocks, a variety of sizes but all white. A small brown sign issued by the U.S. government says to stay off of them, to stay on the path. Frankie spits and continues up. At the top, Frankie hardly catches a breath. Her baby hairs stick to her forehead, and she loops her ponytail into a small, unkept bun. The moon powder covers her clothes, weaves itself into her hair, buries itself under her fingernails. Looking around, her class looks like ghosts. Heavy breathing, tired specters, casted in white plaster. Frankie sits down. She feels the powder between her fingers. She lies back on her arms, stares at the sky. The blue is painful and bright. Translucent floaters drift in and out of her periphery. The moon was new to her hometown, the now highest point in St. Charles County. It towers 75 feet high. Underneath it was 12,000 cubic tons of nuclear waste. Frankie hadn't known what a Superfund site was until her mother had told her when she was going to go work on one, when Frankie and her sister were younger. Her mother spoke of uranium, thorium, and radium. At 8, Frankie didn't understand much of it, and at 15, Frankie still doesn't know if she's being honest. She smoked weed on top of the moon, drank her first beer on the moon. Every Friday is moon day for PE. The stairs are good for you, rigorous, will really get those legs moving. Frankie hears the whistle from down below and sees the speck of her PE teacher. She's a dawdler, always has been. She knows she needs to come down. Covered in white powder, she starts her climb back down to earth. The students look like an army of ghosts descending down to the living below. Thank you.